Welcome everybody to section 2 for the management of upper extremity disorders. For those of you I have not met previously, my name is Jason Bartley and I will be your lead section instructor for the next 8 weeks as we progress through this course. I just wanted to spend a few minutes to give you a brief introduction to the course page itself and try to answer any questions that way as we kind of get going in week 1. So if we scroll down, I believe in this course everybody has already completed at least one of the management courses, but if you haven't, or for review purposes, let's spend just a couple of minutes taking a look at the outline. So here at the top of the page you see we're going to continue to use the Dropbox method for sharing the resources that are available to you for the course, along with sharing files as we progress throughout the weeks. And so if we look at the top of the page, there is a link to click, which will connect you to Dropbox. This link for me has expired, but yours should be up and working. If it's not, please do let me know, and we'll make sure that we get that settled. But once you click that link, you'll be able to find the materials that are described for each of the weeks of the course, including some course reference materials and the course syllabus as well. So if you have any questions, that's always a good place to start in terms of finding an answer for course requirements or dates and expectations for posting, etc. So the upper extremity course has a lot of really good content in week 1. For those of you that are familiar with using the course, we will continue to divide the groups up into smaller learning groups. We'll do the same groups for the first 4 weeks, and then we will again switch around to allow you to work with some other learners in the course for the second 8 weeks. And so if we take a look at week 1, we do not have any groups delineated for this week, and that's because we want to make sure we have a chance for everybody to introduce themselves and to let us know the time zone you're working in, along with the days of the week that are best for completing coursework. That way I can work with our course TAs to get you into a section with other people to kind of divide up the group into sections that will allow you to work together well when it comes to posting for the small groups and all of the work that comes along with those projects within the course itself. So as I mentioned, there will be a handful of course TAs. We have a wonderful group, I believe, of 4 TAs who will be a part of our section as well, and that will work out to where each one of them will likely be the lead facilitator for each of the small groups, and that way we have some opportunity to share experiences. I think where our section is divided up very well between those that are in the Manual Therapy Fellowship, along with a handful of people doing the orthopedic residency, and then also a good group of people going through the manual therapy certification. So should be a very diverse group, and we should be able to share some pretty unique and great experiences throughout this course. So as we scroll down to week 2, shoulder pain, subacromial impingement syndrome, you can see that we will continue to be able to link directly to the required materials, the audio enhanced presentations, and then it gives a quick synopsis of which readings are in the Dropbox folder. So as I mentioned, you'll have the Dropbox folder where you saw the link at the top of the page that will give you access to the course materials, and then we will also be sharing amongst the section a Dropbox page where we can store additional files, references, or any other material that you bring to the course to help facilitate discussion. And as you bring in additional references, the other Dropbox page that we will share will be where those will be housed throughout the course. So look for that in your email to make sure that you have access. And if you don't have that here already or within the next few days, please do let me know, and we'll make sure that we get everyone access to be able to share those files, okay? And you can see in week 2 we start with the small groups Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, and I will make sure as soon as I can, as soon as I get everybody's intros posted and I get a chance to take a look at the best way to divide up the groups for the first 4 weeks, I will make sure that I email everybody and make it clear which group you will be in to start posting as of week 2. And we will continue to have the fellow activity where we will do case-based discussions. Now, obviously, these are only required for fellows in training who are in the content role for this course. I think it's always great if you have an opportunity, even if you're not a fellow in training, to at least jump in with a few questions or thoughts to let the fellow know that you're actively engaged in the material that they bring to the course, which should be very valuable for all of us in terms of bringing a lot of the material together that we will be discussing in this upper extremity section. So as we move into week 3, we're talking about the lateral elbow and also elbow, wrist, and hand manual therapy and exercise. So this is where we'll start dividing everybody up into their small groups for the first critical appraisal topic, and there's more information on that in the course syllabus, and I will make sure that I deliver some more specific instructions or thoughts as we get closer to week 3. Week 4, we're going to be talking about carpal tunnel syndrome and other upper extremity peripheral nerve disorders. This is a very interesting week, maybe something that a lot of us don't see clinically, but still an opportunity for us to discuss and talk about some of the recent literature along with clinical experiences as well. And this will be our second week where we have a fellow case-based discussion. Week 5, regional interdependence of the upper quarter, which is always a very interesting and aha week for many learners as we start to tie together maybe some of the other content and material that you've been introduced to, say in the cervical thoracic course, and we get a sense of how some of these things relate to one another and hopefully give you a better idea of how you can bring that home in the clinic environment. And also here in week 5, as we begin to break out into our weekend intensives, this is a perfect opportunity for us to post some optional feedback and reflections regarding your weekend intensive experiences. And I think that in the past we've had some responses, but it's always been a little bit light. And so I will continue to push this as we move closer to this week so that we all have an opportunity to share and reflect on those experiences, because I do think that that is very valuable to all of us. So then as we get into the second half of the content, starting in week 5, we will divide up into new small groups, and we will go through the material for the second half of the course, starting in week 5, and then week 6 we'll be discussing adhesive capsulitis, proximal humeral fractures, week 7 shoulder instability and other rotator cuff disorders, biceps tendinopathy, and then week 8 we'll wrap up with sports injuries. So again, just a very quick overview of the course flow within Moodle, and hopefully everyone has at least had a chance to look through the page and see the type of material that you're going to be exposed to over the next 8 weeks. And I fully expect this will be a very worthwhile experience for all of us as we all come at these courses from different points in both our clinical and personal lives. And I've always felt like I walk away from each course section with a tremendous amount of new reflections and thoughts to bring to my own practice and my own life as well. So I look forward to working with all of you. As I look through the initial course roster, I see many names that I recognize that I've had an opportunity to work with and or meet in the recent past. And for those of you that I have not met either online or in person, I look forward to working with each and every one of you. And I will make sure that you guys have access to the best email and number. If you have any thoughts or questions, you can always reach out to myself along with the course TA. So in the email where this video link is attached, there will be all of that information for you guys to access. Okay, everyone have a great evening, and we look forward to starting off strong in week 1. Thanks.